Negativity bias is something that's really interesting and really helpful in understanding part of what happens to us when we're feeling anxious or notice that we are kind of negative. So, negativity bias, we come from the worried people. Our ancestors are the worried ones because they survived. So, our brains, we have several parts of our brains that are kind of always on looking for problems, looking for the bad things, the negative things. And if we think way, 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 way back in eons of time or thousands of years or millions of years or whatever your beliefs are, to somebody who was out with, I always say Uncle Bob. I have an Uncle Bob. Sorry, Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob. And we're out picking berries, and Uncle Bob picks a hard, red, shiny, small berry and eats it and dies. My brain is going to hold on to that information so tight. It's going to be like slime that you drop slime on the carpet and it picks up all the little hairs and fibers and everything. And it's like, ew, gross. It's just so sticky like that. Our brain is going to stick to that information and go, oh no, small, hard red berries. Don't pick those because you're going to die. Or if you're out with your cousin Susie and there's a shaking and a growling in the bushes where you're hanging out or playing, and then a cougar jumps out and attacks her, your brain is going to stick to that bad information, that scary information, and is going to remember it for the future. It's called memory for the future. And remember that so that if you ever hear that certain growl again and hear that shaking, it remembers it so it can protect you and save you. So awesome. Back then, here where I live in Davis County, Utah, I'm not encountering any poisonous berries when I go to Costco or Smith's. They're all fine and safe. And when I'm in, I see lots of bushes out the window right now, there are no like grizzly bears out there ready to attack me. And when I'm hanging out at my house, there's no people who are going to kidnap me. And so whenever I have like my brain looking for all these problems everywhere, usually those are again those false alarms. And so we have this negativity bias. Our brain is looking for all these problems, but looking so hard and looking a lot for them. And so that means that we have to put a lot of extra work then into looking for the good, looking for the positive. That's not our survival brain's job to look for the positive. So when I look out right now and I think, oh, it's sunny and the leaves are turning color and it's so beautiful, I love this time of year, that's me choosing to do that and putting that effort and work into it, especially if I have a strong negativity bias. And I might look out and go, oh, it's kind of smoky again and the leaves are turning. Oh, that means it's going to be getting cold soon and I hate winter. If that's my brain's natural tendency is to go negative or to go kind of dark, then we have to put extra energy and effort into noticing and looking for the good, because the good tends to just slip out of our brain, slide out like a slippy slide at the rec center. And so we put extra effort and energy into it to kind of help retrain and rewire our brain to notice those good things and not to be looking for all the negative. So work on that this week, on really working to notice the good things so that we're not kind of reinforcing the false alarms and the problems that our brain is looking for.